the moment I realized I was the problem. Welcome to day 2 of my 30 days challenge, becoming the CEO I was never trained to be. I thought the problem I thought the problem was my team. I thought the problem was money. I thought the problem was lack of opportunity. But I was wrong. The real problem, it was me. And the day I realized that was the day everything started to change. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Ruth, and this is my real journey of becoming a CEO I was never trained to be. No business school, no roadmap, just pressure, mistakes, and growth. This is day 2 of my 30-day CEO transformation. And today we are talking about something most leaders avoid. Taking responsibility when it's uncomfortable. Because the truth is, you can't grow a company if you refuse to grow yourself. And that's why I decided to start this series. I want to grow myself. I want to build myself to be a better leader. And at the end of it, when I finish this series, that's when I'm going to make a decision like, what do I want to do next? Let me take you back to a moment I didn't want to face. Things weren't working. Deadlines were missed. Communication was off. The results I expected weren't happening. And in my mind, I had already made the decision. It's my team. They are not moving fast enough. They don't understand the vision. They are not as committed as I am. There will be moments where I'm going to be thinking like that. I haven't started because this is just a brand new company. There will be moments where I'll be thinking like that. I kept pointing outward because honestly, that's easier. It protects your ego. It makes you feel like you are still in control. But deep down, I knew something wasn't right. One day, I paused and instead of asking, why aren't you doing better? I asked, what if I'm on the list when they are not? That question hit differently because suddenly I wasn't the victim anymore. I was the variable. I started to reflect honestly, not emotionally, not defensively, honestly. And here is what I found. Number 1, I wasn't communicating clearly. Every leader, doesn't matter, you're a manager, HR, CEO, some of them, they miss communication skills. They lack communication skills. And sometimes it brings misunderstanding to the workplace. Every reader needs to communicate clearly with his teammates. I had a vision in my head, but confusion in my instruction. I expected people to just get it. You have vision in your head, but you haven't said exactly what's your vision. You expect your team to be Angel Gabriel and guess what you're thinking. Read your mind and know what you're thinking. But leadership isn't mind reading, it's reality. You have to be clear. I have a vision and this is what I want. And honestly, what I've come to realize about myself also, I don't like people who are not clear about themselves. People who don't have clear intentions, whether it's a relationship, work, anywhere. I don't like it. If you are my friend or if I am dating you, you need to have a clear vision towards our relationship, like what's going on, where are we heading. If you're just there, just spending time with me, and I've just started noticing that in somebody, I hate it. Number 2, I wasn't reading, I was reacting. Every time something went wrong, I responded emotionally instead strategically. A real CEO doesn't just react, they respond with intention. Number 3, I avoided hard conversation. You have to be able to have very hard conversation with your teams. I didn't correct things early. I let small issues grow into big problems. Why? Because I wanted to be liked. I used to be like that. Somebody does something wrong, I don't speak up. I get quiet because I was afraid to speak up, tell the person what I'm feeling. Or if the person has hurt me, I used to be afraid to speak up. And then at the end of it, it brings so many issues, so many problems that I was not able to avoid them. But leadership isn't about being liked. It's about being respected. Number 4, I didn't build systems. I expected consistency without creating structure. No system, no processes, just pressure. But that's not leadership. That's chores. No, that's chaos. And I'm not gonna lie, that realization hurt. Because it's easy to blame people than to fix yourself. But here's the truth that changed everything for me. If I am the problem, then I can also be the solution. If I start a war, I know how I started the war. And I know how to cool down the war. That's what I need to do if I've started the war. Not be like, oh, I don't know how to stop it. But you started the war. Stop the war. That's power. If you are building something right now, a business, a brand, a vision, I need you to hear this. Before you blame your team, check your leadership. Ask yourself, have I communicated clearly? Have I set expectation properly? Have I created a system that supports success? Or am I expecting excellence from confusion? Because people don't fail in environments that are built for reality. They fail in an environment led by assumption. So, what did I do next? I changed three things immediately. I became clear and direct. No more fake instructions. Every expectation became specific. I took ownership of outcomes. If something failed, I asked, what did I miss as a reader? Not who messed up. I started building structure, processes, system, accountability, because growth needs foundation. Here is something most people won't tell you. The level your business is stuck at is usually the level your leadership is stuck at. So if you are level 5 in leadership, that's where your level of business is going to be at. So you need to level up your speed in your leadership so your business can level up high. And that's why you see a lot of readers, when you see their business are succeeding, they are successful, it's because their leadership is very high. Not because he might have good employees, but his leadership is high than the team that is reading. Growth doesn't start in your company. It starts from you. So today is day 2 of becoming a CEO. And the biggest lesson so far, I had to stop pointing fingers and start looking in the mirror. Because the moment I took responsibility was the moment I took control. If this spoke to you, I want you to do one thing. Comment below accountability. Because that's where your leadership begins. And if you are on this channel with me, make sure you subscribe, because tomorrow we are talking about something even deeper. Day 3, why being busy is killing your vision. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye.